I just turned in one paper and now have another one due during testing week. Good morning, guys. It's Monday, 6:30. I was setting up for today, but yeah. So day before testing, basically, kind of the last day to review math because they start math tomorrow. Although it is 2 days, but we do need to review for science as well. So I think for math we're gonna do a Kahoot, and then hopefully we do a science review. I don't think we need to have them do it by themselves because most of them aren't doing it. So, like, I be wanting to say things, but I don't. I don't know. Yeah, and tutoring is continuing. So, yeah, until the 8th. So, I don't know exactly what they want us to do because, like I said, 5th grade is doing math. So, after math, they won't really need to, because we do half and half ELA and half math. So I'm like, but I will talk with you guys later. All right, guys. So it was a hot mess this morning because, like I said, they told us late. Look, we just found out today that they wanted us to do the practice test. So they gave out test tickets, and then they came around with headphones. But then there's also like check to see if your computer needs to update. Lots of them need to update. Some of them were still updating. And then, yeah, I feel like it might have been more productive to do something else. But now that I'm looking at the blueprint, I'm seeing that 38 points comes from numerical reasoning, which is why we've just been focusing on those. So they need at least 29 for level 2. So if they can get almost all of the numerical reasoning, they should be able to get level 2. But I was trying to go over, I don't really feel like that was productive use of our time doing that practice test because it covered reading, math, and stuff. It would have been better for us to do like the Kahoot review. Also, still trying to figure out internship stuff because I'm getting nervous because I have to start like at the end of June, which is a weird time in the 7th week. So I did find one place that is very flexible. Like it said you could do internship between 2 weeks to a year. Minimum of 25 hours per week. That might be the hard road. But this looks like it's going to be the best option. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Alright guys, Tuesday, first day of testing. It is now 6:18. So I was doing a computer because I'm going to disable Teams because that would cause an error on the test that you won't know about until you log in. And then it's like, oh, like it sends a message. They can't proceed with the test, and it will actually close out the system. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and make sure, all the computers updated, and Teams not running in the background. So I'm gonna do that. I'm so tired. Yesterday I actually didn't stay until 4. I stayed until like 3:30. Because the person that I switched with, she was doing something. So she was late. So, yeah. I'm only testing 4 students, and I know three of them are. We'll see if everyone's here. Because I had the question of, if a student is absent during math, and they do need to do a makeup, will we get the results back in time? Because we start the thing May 1st, because I think that's the earliest they get the scores back. But if they miss today or tomorrow, I don't know when they would have them do the makeup. And so, anyway, I'm tired. I did not really do much when I got home. I tried to read the chapter, but I didn't get very far. I didn't hear back from my professor that I sent the email. She didn't respond. So, I know they said give them up to a certain number of days, but I feel like this is kind of time sensitive since the final is next week. Like, if they're planning to do notes and stuff. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for now. Alright guys, it is Wednesday, 6:20. So yesterday was the first day of testing. And we started off with technical difficulties. The whole district, apparently. The website, not even a website, the app they have to go to log in. Everyone was getting an error message, like they couldn't even log in. That took about maybe 20 minutes to resolve. And then we started testing. And after that, everything was fine. Like I said, I only have 4 students. All 4 of them were there. A student from Lot B was absent, however. Tuesday, we had to stay late. It was a PBIS meeting, which actually wasn't bad because they had us like get to different groups and rotate around the room, asking questions about PBIS as it relates to staff, students, parents, and then the PBIS teams. So, because I guess they're planning to revamp it next year a little bit, make it better. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to stay for tutoring today or go home. I guess it depends on how much reading I could get done. The cart isn't in here. The students had to take it up to music, so it's in the music room. So that's what I spent most of yesterday doing, is getting the computers ready for testing. But I can't do that today because the computers aren't here. So that's probably going to be an issue. I think that's going to be it for now. If I can, I'll update you guys later. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. 2:08 end of the day. Y'all, there's a lot going on. Like, yesterday after dismissal, some students couldn't go home. Did I mention this earlier? Because there's a criminal in the neighborhood. And then this morning, an incident happened. Like, I was going to get some students, and they was like, if you're part of the emergency response team, you're needed. This is not a drill. And that's all I heard. I didn't hear anything else about it until I saw the principal send the email to pray for this parent. Because she put it in a message, because she had to put it on CTLS because people saw what happened. Like, because it was late. People that were late. So, students, parents, teachers saw. So, but then we still did testing afterwards. And my share teacher was like, why would they do that when they know some of these students saw it and then you expect them to test? Like, some kids went home, a couple of them, but a lot of them stayed. Yeah, so they're like implementing a school with local crisis process, including the social worker and the counselors, for students to talk about it, who saw it, because from what I've heard, it was traumatizing. Yeah, but otherwise, testing as a whole went well. No technical issues or anything. I'm like, what else is going to happen? Like, what is going on with the testing? This testing week it's bizarre. But so some people wasn't like, all 3 of the counselors technically have groups that they test, individual or a small group. So I think other people have to step in for them. Yeah. It was just a lot going on. Like, Oh, Lord. And tomorrow, 5th grade, have science. Math is done. But we won't know anything about the scores until May 1st, which I don't understand what takes so long because it's computer. Like with the beacon, we get the scores like within 12 hours. And it's supposed to be similar to the beacon. So I'm like, why would it take so long to get the scores back? But like I said, some students were absent because of today. Some students didn't take the test. So hopefully we don't have nothing craziness happen tomorrow. I already emailed the person I tutor with and told her I'm not staying today. I'm going home because I just got a lot of work to do. And actually I need to stop by the store and get something for this meal that I'm cooking tonight. So anyways, I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday, 6:20. When I was coming inside, I was like, where are the cars at? Because normally around that time, it's more cars. But I didn't know. So I did not stay yesterday for tutoring. Because I was like, I can't do this. I need to go home and read. So I did finish chapter 13. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and actually read the rest. So I brought my book to go ahead and read. But, y'all, why my share teacher got called into the AP, the 5th grade AP. It's weird because, like, we have the 5th grade AP, but then the other AP is actually the one who does our evaluations because we're a shared classroom. She does all the shared classroom. So. But apparently there's like, where's your lesson plans? Yeah. And he was like, you're gonna have to go back and do last week's because they're checking. So that means I'm gonna have to go and add stuff. It's kind of annoying. I think, so today is science for 5th grade and then more ELA for 3rd grade. Last day of ELA for 3rd grade. Next week, Monday, only 5th grade is testing. And then there's 3 days of ELA. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, 3rd grade also will be doing math. And Thursday, Friday is 4th grade math. And then the following week, 4th grade will have to do ELA. 3 days of ELA testing. I feel like the schedule is just so weird. But I'm thinking about taking next Monday off. Making it a sick day. And that way I could just stay home and study because the final is the next day. So I should finish reading. Hopefully I'll be able to finish the reading rest of the book today. So it's be chapter 14 and 15. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. At least be able to finish reading 14 today. And then 15 tomorrow. I will need to do the notes. So hopefully I can finish reading and do all the notes and listen to the videos. By Sunday. I'm gonna have to wait though until the last module 7 opens, which I think might not be until Sunday. I hope they open it early since it is Friday and not Sunday, right? I feel like it should open up this Friday, but we'll see. Otherwise, like I said, I'll have to wait till Sunday to do the notes, which I might be able to do before my appointment because I don't think my appointment is until like 10 in the morning. So I could do that beforehand. And then when I get, or no, whenever I get back home, I could just do a study guide. Actually, I might be able to start the study guide tomorrow, even if I'm not done with the test. With the reading, I mean. And then that way, Thursday, well, I do want to reread the chapters because it's a lot of information. And I don't feel like, the notes don't cover every single thing. And I feel like sometimes I be putting stuff specifically from the book that's not in the notes. So, yeah. Anyways, that is going to be it for now, I think. We'll see. I don't know. But I will be staying late today for tutoring. I might try a different way to go home. I finally figured out. Because I'm in the Atlanta area, and whenever a TikTok pops up about traffic in Atlanta, all the comments are like, "You should go to the back roads. Go to the back road." I thought about it yesterday, but it was going to take longer than going on the highway. But today, since I'm leaving later, it might be about the same time. We'll see. So I might try that out this afternoon. Though I'm not gonna have much time because I do want to kind of be trying to go to sleep by 8:30. We'll see. But I stayed up late to try to finish reading that chapter because they're just so long. It takes forever to read the chapters. But anyways, like I said, I will talk with you guys later. Alright guys, end of the day. I have a headache. I'm like, can't stay. I mean, I have to say, can't leave early because I left early yesterday, but oh my goodness. So my testing session went fine. Like I said, I only have four students and they were all here, but there were issues in other testing areas. Like, I don't know what happened with my share teacher. Something happened. She had to write it as an irregularity, but apparently it wasn't really an irregularity. But then she has to like write a bunch of students up for different things. And then another group of students got written up for something that happened yesterday. Because somebody else had to test them because of the incident that happened. Like all of the counselors were taken, and we used the counselors for testing as well. So it's looking more and more like I'm gonna take next Thursday off. Cause, I did do the lesson plans that I had to do last week and this week. So that means we have to do plans next week. But again, we're testing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So plans for Thursday and Friday. No, because Friday we start the level up thing. So I don't know how they want us to do that. Because that's for 3 hours. And we still don't know exactly how that's going to go. But luckily tomorrow should be a regular day. So we should be able to switch classes so we won't be with that same group all day. Because it was too much. And then had to meet with the... so I did start reading chapter 14. So I'm actually almost done with chapter 14, which means I probably might be able to finish chapter 15 today as well, because I got some time right now. Whew. That way tomorrow I can start the notes. Yeah, I need to finish my paper as well. So actually, I'll probably finish the paper when I get home. Do some reading, as much reading as I can now, and then finish the paper when I get home. And yeah, I think for tutoring today, I'm gonna do a math game because, like I said, like at this point, I don't know exactly what they want us to do because they haven't. Like before, they gave us a calendar. You know, like at this point in the game, like we already done the Georgia Online Experience. Like that's done and done and done. Like there's not much more we can do with that. And I don't feel like taking my computer, so that way I can leave my computer down here. Just take the game stuff. This one doesn't have any pawns that they need. Just the little folder and the little card things, and that's it. And then if I need to, I'll do some stuff on the board and have them just answer some questions, but hopefully you won't to. Oh, my head is hurting so bad. But also, one of our students was absent. And then a student from Block B came late. I don't know if they did makeup testing this afternoon or what, but that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it's Friday. It's already 6:35. I've been here for a minute, but yeah, I just saw the email from my professor, and she's asking for where am I getting this information from. So I'm just trying to figure out how to word it. Like, it's in the module. It literally states in the module overview in chapter 10, students will examine the roles and skills and work with individuals. That's chapter 10. Then it also says in the chapter, they didn't put the chapter number, but it says you will examine roles and skills and work with families and application of the family and environment perspective. That is chapter 11. Chapter 10 is about individuals, and then chapter 11 is about families. Then chapter 10 mentions families, but chapter 11 goes more into depth because obviously if you're dealing with individuals, a lot of times they have conflict with their family. Right? So I'm so confused. Yeah, anyways. So I did finish reading chapter 14, and I started chapter 15. I didn't finish. But, so I do want to start my notes today. listen to the video. And what else? That might be it work-wise. I did stay for tutoring yesterday, even though I ended up with an excruciating headache. I had to take some Mesacrin. But then we also only just had 2 students, so the person that I switched with for tutoring, she was in a meeting because the principal had sent an email and was like, if you want to talk about the incident that happened, you can stay after. So that person was in that meeting. So I just grabbed both students because, like I said, it was only 2 of them. So I just worked with them until 3:30 and then left. And I tried going a different route. Instead of doing the highway, I clicked on Google Maps to avoid highways. And ended up actually being about the same time. Originally, it said it was going to be about 10 minutes longer, but while I was driving, it kept saying they found a faster route. So I kind of got there around the same time. And if I hadn't been behind a slow truck, I probably would have gotten there a couple of minutes earlier. Because there were some spots where there's like almost no cars. I'm like, okay. So I might try that again this afternoon. I don't know because it's Friday. But I'll be leaving like at 2:40 instead of like 3:30. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. I'm exhausted. We'll see who's here today because I don't know. It's Friday. And then with testing, you know, some students might want to be out because we do start testing right on Monday. So they can't be out Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. But yeah, I think that's basically it. Oh, I do need to find some things because we're moving on to symmetry. So we are going to do a math lesson and then we need to move on to social studies because progress report is coming out and we don't have any social studies grade because we've been focusing on science because that's a tested subject. So I wanted to find some shapes, like polygons that I can print and can cut out so the students can use that to fold. I'm thinking of one student in particular. Because I think we have to do a midterm end of unit for unit 7. So, okay, anyways, I will check in with you guys later. You guys, it's already 4:10. I've been home for like maybe 20 minutes. I decided to do the back roads again. Yeah. But yeah, I think actually I'm going to wait to do Uber Eats until 7 so I can do some notes because I didn't really get much done. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on that and look at my paper again one more time. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do the paper first, and then if I have time, I will continue the notes. And then tomorrow, maybe 5:30, because I feel like nothing good really happens with Uber Eats until like 7. So then I'm gonna have both Shipt and Uber Eats running at the same time. And then depending on how many orders I get for Uber Eats, like if I get the 10 that I need, I might stop that and just do Shipt until, I don't know when. Because I probably want to take a break or whatever. Since I have to serve at church tomorrow night. So do that. And then Sunday my appointment is at 10. So I might get up early again. So Sunday I probably would just do schoolwork related stuff. Sunday morning before my appointment. And then after my appointment, depending on how long it takes. I'm either going to do Uber Eats or Shipt. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this week, you guys. 4 weeks left. And then the school year is over. One more year full-time teaching. And then moving to part-time. I don't know. Because I was thinking, like, I could do, possibly work for DFACs. Because sometimes they have different shifts. Right? Like a first, second, third shift. I could do second shift and do my internship during the day. We'll see. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week.